BFF. So, like I was saying,
Switch to Geico now and you could save hundreds on your car insurance. For a free rate quote, visit geico.com to see how much you could save. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Welcome back, folks. I'm your trusted host, Fred Dreyer, along with Michael Horn.
Welcome back here to the PM Show Weekend Edition. Yes, my name is Michael Horn.
Yeah, one of the things that came out of the Salvador Dali book, one of the many things came out was, you know the old adage, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yes.
Well, in his book, this book and his premise of life is based on his remembrances, vivid remembrances of intrauterine life.
Oh, I remember. Yeah, that's right. So he's remembering.
He remembered.
Wow.
Being in the uterus.
Wow.
He remembered and had all these dreams. And so his life has been dedicated, but I mean, he's followed this premise that he is trying to paint and reconstruct the remembrances of that time he called paradise, ultimate paradise, and that people have not really adjusted to the trauma and the traumatic experience of being born.
So we might all remember it, but we just don't remember. It's kind of like that TV show Unforgettable, where he remembers all that.
I don't think it is.
You don't think it's anything like that?
Anything like that whatsoever.
Sorry, it is.
So it's the trauma of being born.
Right.
And he says that suicide is performed by people who have not gotten over the trauma of being born.
Oh, so he has a theory on that.
And they want to go back to the womb.
Oh, wow. So that's his theory then.
Yeah, that's from, and he also, his first images was of his own eyes that looked like two fried eggs in a frying pan.
You're getting real deep on it. I got to get you reading like Pinheads and Patriots by Bill O'Reilly. I'll get you a copy of that.
Yeah, that's what I need.
Or the Robert Blake book, The Life of a Rascal.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need. I'll be strangling
But very
him.
similar, though. I will say this. Robert Blake's book, very similar to Salvador Dali, because Blake has a recall memory.
He knew Salvador Dali.
Maybe, but
he painted some of the things for Salvador Dali.
He has thoughts of himself prior to being born. He can remember that stuff.
Well, Salvador Dali,
it'll be a good follow-up.
Well, Salvador Dali actually conferred with Bob Blake when he wrote and did most of his work. Now, what's been said about Mitt Romney. Now, this is another thing. This is another thing that I really believe is going to happen,
What?
and it's going to backfire on the feckless reprobates on the left. And that's this. Mitt Romney said something about firing people.
Oh.
Okay, he said something about firing people.
Do we have that sound?
Well, we have it, but hold on.
Okay.
You all right?
I'm excited about it. I want to hear it.
You had a death grip on the steering wheel.
I really do. I'll relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, everything's galvanized in here, so just relax for your safety, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's what's interesting. He says this thing about firing people, and it's completely out of context.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, completely.
And they're still saying he meant it. You know,
I know, they're crazy.
They're telling you that. Oh no, he said it. If he said it, then he means it. Well, it's out of context. So here it is. Give me number 2.
It also means that if you don't like what they do, you can fire them. I like being able to fire people who provide services to me. If someone doesn't give me the good service I need, I want to say, that I'm going to go get someone else to provide that service to me, and so that's one thing I change.
See, I mean, it's very. Isn't that what you want? Isn't that what Barack Obama did when he became president? He fired a bunch of people.
Yes.
Everybody that thought anything about the Constitution, he told them, to go.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Right.
So that's what you want, and even Ron Paul. Even my darling Ron Paul, who, by the way, the day that Iran announced that they had made giant steps of getting an atomic bomb.
Right.
Paul says he doesn't care if they have one or not.
Yeah.
Let me have what Ron Paul said here.
I think they're making a mistake. I don't think they understand the market, or they're just demagoguing. If they understand the market, they're just demagoguing the issue, because I think they're taking him way out of context. And reorganization is a proper function in a free market.
Exactly.
So I think this is just typical politics, and it's I think they're unfairly attacking him on that issue.
Unfairly attacking Romney.
On that, because he never really literally said what they're saying he said. They've taken him way out of context.
I agree with that, and I think it backfired on him, and that's why Romney overwhelmingly won. People always said, you know what, vote the guy in. This is terrible.
Well, I mean, if that's going to be the way it's going to be, all Romney has to do is talk about it and just simply tell people exactly what Ron Paul just said.
Exactly.
And not try to defend it.
Right.
And that's the problem with the Republican Party is they are gun shy. They've been slapped too many times, and matter of fact, they're at the point now where they're slapping themselves.
They need to be direct like Ron Paul. You're right. Just go and say this is the deal, and that's it.
I mean, the interesting thing is that domestically, I think the policies domestically come from Ron Paul. And of course, he's completely crazy when it comes to, being concerned about atomic weaponry being used against the rest of the world and caring less about if Iran has an atomic bomb or not.
One of their scientists in Iran got shot or murdered or something like that, and now they're saying, was this a clandestine organization, sort of a CIA operation?
You don't need scientists anyway. You got to thin that group out.
You do? No, that's not true.
No,
you have too many
rid of
dreams. That's not true.
It's in the book. Salvador Dali talks about scientists here on page 188. I'm going to go to it in the commercial, but he goes to it, talks about scientists on page 188.
He does talk about them?
Yeah, and it's
interesting.
No, he has his moment. I'll tell you a little bit about his conversation.
Are you almost through with the book?
So yeah, just about. I'll trade you this one for Bob Blake's
book. For the Robert Blake book?
Yeah.
That's good.
They're both the same book. I mean,
it's close.
They're exactly
the Blake
the same
book has more pictures.
Yeah, but we'll figure this, when we come back. We've got one more segment with you folks. And remember, it's Denver by 10 now over the Pats.
Is that what it is now?
Yeah, I think it's Denver by 10. And so you can go to the bank on that. We'll be right back.